Good morning, YouTube. Today, 7 VA loan mistakes I watch veterans make over and over again. Some of these are costing people thousands, and one recently cost a person their house entirely. So let's stick around, wait for number 6, because that's the one that absolutely pisses me off the most. Mistake number 1, I've already used my VA loan, so I'm done. This is the single most common thing I hear, and it's entirely wrong. Your VA entitlement isn't a one-shot deal. You can use it, pay off the loan, and restore your entitlement to use it again. You can even have 2 VA loans at the same time in certain situations. For example, you got PCS'd, you're keeping your old house as a rental, and you want to buy at your new duty station. That's called second-tier entitlement, and it's a real thing. I've had veterans tell me, I used my VA loan in 2009, I'm done. No, you're not. You're sitting on a benefit that you earned and nobody told you it recharges. If you're in that boat, order your certificate of eligibility. It takes 10 minutes. Find out what you actually have left before you assume you have nothing. Mistake number 2, paying the funding fee when you don't have the VA funding fee, that is the percentage tacked onto your loan. Usually 2.15 or 3.3 depending on your situation. On a $400,000 loan, that's 8 to 13 grand. Here's what nobody's telling you. If you have a service-connected disability rating from the VA, even 10%, the funding fee is completely waived, completely gone. I've had veterans close loans, pay the funding fee, and then get their disability rating finalized a few months later. In some cases, you can actually get that money back. What you need to know is you have to ask. And if you're in the middle of a disability claim right now and you're close to closing, talk to your loan officer. Sometimes it's worth waiting, sometimes it's not. But you need to have that conversation instead of assuming you're stuck with it. Okay, mistake number 3, believing sellers won't accept VA offers. This one genuinely frustrates me because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. A veteran hears sellers don't like VA offers, so they write conventional offers and money they barely have, and they skip houses they could have gotten. In reality, the VA deals work. They close every day. In most markets, they close at roughly the same rate as conventional offers when the listing agent understands them. The real issue is 2 things. 1, VA appraisals have a thing called Tidewater, which is what I'll get to in a second. 2, listing agents sometimes push back on VA because they've had a lot of bad experience or they don't understand the rules. The fix isn't to avoid VA. The fix is to write a clean offer, have your loan officer call the listing agent directly to vouch for the file and address concerns head on. I do this on every offer my borrowers write. It absolutely works. Okay, mistake number 4, not understanding Tidewater. If you're using a VA loan and the appraisal comes in low, there's a process called Tidewater that most borrowers have never heard of. Here's what happens. The VA appraiser, before finalizing a low value, has to notify the listing agent and request additional comparable sales within 48 hours. This is your chance to get comps in front of the appraiser that support the price of the loan, of the purchase price, If your loan officer and your agent aren't ready for that 48-hour window, you miss it. The appraisal comes in low, now you're renegotiating the price, bringing cash to close, or walking away. I've saved deals by having comps already before the appraisal was even ordered. So make sure you ask your loan officer if they know what Tidewater is. If they don't, that might be a bit of a red flag. Okay, mistake number 5. Assuming VA means 0 out of pocket, 0 down payment, 0 cost of cash to close. You still have closing costs, title insurance, recording fees, prepaid taxes, insurance, any discounts, your first year of homeowner's insurance and escrow. On a typical purchase, that's anywhere from 2 to 4% of the purchase price. Now, the VA does let the seller pay up to 4% in concessions towards your closing costs, plus unlimited closing costs. So there are ways to get 0 out of pocket, but it's actually structuring the right offer and negotiating for it. Veterans walk into my office thinking VA loan means I need nothing. Then they see a closing cost estimate and panic. Know what you're walking into, plan for it, negotiate for it. Mistake number 6, using the wrong lender. This is the one that makes me the most mad. Not every lender does VA loans well. Some lenders treat VA loans like a side product. Their underwriters don't know the manual. They can't handle a Tidewater. They don't know how to request a COE, Certificate of Eligibility. They overlay their own credit requirements on top of the VA's and tell you you don't qualify when you 100% do. The VA's minimum credit score is actually 0. The VA doesn't set one. Your lender sets one. I see lenders telling veterans with a 600 credit score they can't get a VA loan. That's the lender's overlay talking, not the VA. If a lender tells you no on a VA loan, get a second opinion. Specifically, get one from a lender that does a meaningful volume of VA business. Ask them, how many loans did you close last year? If the number is small, find someone else. You earn this benefit. Don't let a lender who doesn't know the product tell you what you can and can't do with it. Okay, mistake number 7, not shopping the rate. That's a big one. Last one, and this is just the math. There's a myth that VA rates are whatever the VA sets. The VA doesn't set your rate, your lender does. And rates between lenders on the exact same VA loan can vary by 0.25%. On a 30-year, 0.25% is real money, tens of thousands over the life of the loan. So make sure you get at least 2 quotes. 3 is better. Same loan, same day, same lock period. Compare the rate, the fees, and the credits. Don't just trust the first number you hear because VA rates are not all the same. So, quick recap, your entitlement restores. The funding fee has exemptions. Sellers do accept VA offers. Tidewater is real, and you need to be ready for it. Zero down isn't zero cost. Your lender matters. Shop the rate. Go ahead and drop your VA loan questions below. Give us a holler. We're happy to chat with you and see what we can do for you. Have a great day.